Olympics Women's Football Roundup, Matchday 2, Great Britain, Sweden, and USA all win. The Olympic women's football tournament is already motoring through the group stage, with all 12 competing teams having now played 2 games. The United States were looking to get a win on the board after a shock defeat in their opening game, while Sweden and Great Britain were keen to carry on strong early momentum. After 28 goals in the 6 games on Matchday 1, there were another 29 on Matchday 2. Here's a rundown of all the results. Chile 1-2 Canada. Canada recorded their first win of the 2020 Olympics by seeing off the challenge of Chile, who at least scored their first goal of the tournament. Janine Becky scored both Canadian goals, one either side of halftime, to give her team a commanding lead that proved to be enough for take the 3 points. Karen Araya pulled one back from the penalty spot for Chile. Japan 0-1 Great Britain. Great Britain had a more difficult game against Japan than they'd previously had against Chile in the opening game, with a cagey contest against the hosts yielding few chances for either team. A midfield substitution at the hour mark made Team GB more fluid in the second half, and Ellen White was the player who broke the deadlock when she met Lucy Bronze's cross. Japan now go into their final game against Chile knowing that a victory is absolutely crucial if they are to avoid an early exit at their home tournament. China 4-4 Zambia. Zambia forward Barbara Banda scored a hat-trick for the second game in a row, but was again overshadowed by an opposing player scoring 4. Last time it was Dutch forward Viviane Miedema, this time it was China's Wang Shuang. Wang completed her hat-trick inside just 23 minutes, but Zambia, who had already scored through Rachel Kundananji, then got 3 more without replay to lead 4-3 in the closing stages. Having been thrashed 5-0 by Brazil last time out, China's blushes were spared when Wang got her 4th of the game with an 84th minute penalty. Netherlands 3-3 Brazil. Netherlands and Brazil scored 15 goals between on Matchday 1 in wins over Zambia and China respectively, and share another 6 in a thriller that lurched back and forth. Viviane Miedema made the breakthrough inside 3 minutes, but that lead was soon cancelled out by Debinha. Miedema restored the Dutch lead in the second half, but again it didn't last because Marta converted from the penalty spot. Brazil went ahead for the first time in the game soon after through Ludmila, only for Dominique Janssen to equalize and ensure it ended all square. Sweden 4-2 Australia. Sweden underlined their strong claim for a medal, potentially gold, by beating Australia in Saitama, although they were made to work for it by a potent Matilda's side. New Barcelona signing Fridolina Rolfo gave Sweden a first-half lead before a Sam Kerr double turned the scoreline on its head and put Australia ahead soon after the interval. The Swedes compassed themselves from the shock of going behind and scored 3 more of their own without reply to storm back into an unassailable lead. Lena Hurtig equalized before Rolfo got the go-ahead goal, and Stina Blackstenius made sure of the win. New Zealand 1-6 USAA. Second half collapse from New Zealand gave the United States a commanding 6-1 win after the disaster of their opening defeat against Sweden last time out. Rose Lavelle scored early for the Americans, but there were no more goals until the stroke of halftime when Lindsay Horan doubled that advantage. An Abby Ercegone goal just after the hour mark then made it 3-0 before